All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pop 10's Top 10 Pops for November 2017, brought to you by Plastic Empire. Go to plasticempire.com right now and check out the newly designed website.
Number 10.
Coming in at number 10, making his return to the countdown just in a different form from Rick and Morty, it's Snowball. Now, this is Snowball in the flocked form from Stan Lee's Comic Con, formerly Stan Lee's Kamikaze. I absolutely love Snowball. And who doesn't? If you're a Rick and Morty fan, you had to get this. This was available at Hot Topic when the retail exclusives dropped, and also at plasticempire.com. But this is the one you need. Snowball is awesome. Unfortunately, he went to his planet of super intelligent dogs now, where all dogs will get free healthcare. But he is amazing. Snuffles, aka Snowball, in the flocked form. I love flock pops. They're super rad. And anything from Rick and Morty is awesome. So go ahead and spend those schmeckles and get yourself a flocked Snowball.
Number 9.
Coming in at number 9 from Portal 2, it's Peabody. I'm a Portal fan. I'm obviously a Pop fan. And this one is really cool because it doesn't necessarily look like a Funko Pop in the traditional sense. It's not a person, so it doesn't have two eyes. It's a robot. But Portal is a super cool game. This sculpt is interesting. And like I said, I want to throw it on the countdown, one, because it's new, and two, because it's something different. Now, they have Turret, they have Atlas, so you can get the different robots from Portal. I think it's really cool. It's different, and it's interesting, and that always makes a really good Funko Pop. So play Portal, grab the pop, and it'll be big fun.
Number 8.
Now, number 8 is festive. I know it's November. December is right around the corner. The holidays will be here before we know it. And next month, we're going to have a countdown really geared towards holiday pops. But I had to throw a couple on here this month because they're brand new. And they've kind of already been out in other forms. But this is Max from How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Who doesn't love Max, right? He's so cute. He's this little pupper, and he's got the little antler on his head, and he pulled the sleigh against his will at times. But this is a really, really cool pop. I'm a big fan of the Grinch because I kind of feel like the Grinch sometimes around this time of year. But I love the original Grinch. The Jim Carrey one was pretty good, and I absolutely love Grinchmas over at Islands of Adventure at Universal Orlando Resort. So it's cool to have these ones. And again, go to plasticempire.com, get all these holiday pops, wrap them up, put them under the tree, or whatever you celebrate. It makes a great addition to any specialized holiday Funko Pop collection. Ooh.
Number 7.
There's a big video game theme running through this month's countdown, and number 7 is no exception. Pretty much one of my favorite video game franchises growing up. This is what I went to the arcade to play. We're talking about Mortal Kombat, and number 7 is Liu Kang. Finally, we have some awesome Mortal Kombat pops. We have Sub-Zero, we have a Scorpion variant for Hot Topic, where it's just a skull with the flames. Absolutely awesome. I love Mortal Kombat. As far as I always looked at it, you were either a Street Fighter person or a Mortal Kombat person. Where a Street Fighter cartoony, Mortal Kombat a lot more realistic, pretty gory. Put a lot of people up in arms back in the day about that video game, but I absolutely loved it. I've gotten every single iteration. Liu Kang is one of my favorites. That little bicycle kick is dope, and I strongly suggest you start grabbing these Mortal Kombat pops because I think they're going to be gone rather quickly, especially the specialty ones. And again, you can go to plasticempire.com to do that. But Liu Kang is first up in our Mortal Kombat series.
Number 6.
For number 6, we're going back to Hawkins, Indiana. That's right. I absolutely went nuts over Stranger Things 2. A million times better than I thought it was going to be. Not that I had bad expectations, but sometimes the sophomore slump is a real thing, but not in this case, and especially not with the pops. Ghostbuster Dustin is next on our countdown. Now, all the boys are Ghostbusters in pop form. I like Dustin. He has the trap, which is super awesome. Dustin, he's the guy that we all love, right? And some of us could even relate to Dustin. I wish I had Steve's hair, but I don't. So I relate a lot to Dustin. And Dustin, he caused some stuff in Stranger Things 2, in case you haven't seen it. But please check it out. And check out this pop. I love the trap. They have their trick-or-treat sacks in their hand. But this is the one to get first out of the Ghostbusters, I would say. I love Dustin. We got some new Dustin pops coming out too with Dart. So keep your eyes peeled for that and pre-order them so you don't miss out. So here we go. Stranger Things 2, Ghostbuster Dustin.
Number 5.
All right, we're halfway there. Coming in at number 5, continuing the video game theme, is another one of my favorite games when I was younger. This one for PlayStation. We're talking Crash Bandicoot. And it's Crash himself. Now, the series has a bunch of them. Dr. Neo Cortex, Crash with a jetpack. There are some variants as a flocked Crash Bandicoot. But I was a fan of Crash Bandicoot. I liked it. It's a fun game. You know, a little kind of 3D world with Crash. There was a Crash racing game as well. But if you're of my age group, you really know who this guy is. And it's really cool to see him in pop form. Again, this is another one that doesn't necessarily feel like a pop to me. If it wasn't for the solid black eyes, I would just say, oh wow, it's a cool little Crash figure. So I think Funko is getting a little bit more innovative with what they're doing, and that's good to see. You don't want to stay stale. You want to innovate. You want to evolve. And giving us Crash Bandicoot, I think, is a good way to evolve now. Let's see some Spyro. Let's see some of that stuff. And some Tomb Raider. And there it is. This is what I did in junior high. I just sat around and played PlayStation and listened to all my CDs from Columbia House. But here it is, Crash Bandicoot coming at ya.
Number 4.
All right, coming in at number 4, I got to take a page out of his book and say, get over here! It's Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. I was always a fan of the ninjas in Mortal Kombat. If I wasn't Sub-Zero, I was Scorpion. And this pop is super dope. And I think the eyes even kind of contribute to what the ninjas were in Mortal Kombat. Now, again, there's a variant. There's a Hot Topic variant with the skull for the face, flaming head. I know there's a 2-pack with the ninjas. Scorpion is awesome. I absolutely love the way they did this. And I think the Mortal Kombat series, as far as pops, you can just keep going and going. I mean, give me an Ermac, give me a Noob Saibot, obscure stuff. I'll collect them. But I absolutely think this pop is a winner, just like I was when I played as Scorpion in Mortal Kombat. Toasty!
Number 3.
Coming in at number 3, he's a mean one, Mr. Grinch. There he is. It's the Grinch. And again, there are some variants this holiday for the Grinch pops, and I'm going to collect them all because I absolutely love them. But this is so cool. It's the Grinch. This is a piece of my childhood, and future generations are going to love the Grinch as well. My kids know who the Grinch is. Super iconic, super rad pop. It's the Grinch. Keep giving me Grinch pops. I think they're great. Give me one where he's making that like cutesy face when his heart grows. Give me one with stolen presents in his hands. You know, those Who's, they didn't know what was up. And the Grinch had to go down there and take care of business. I love this pop. It's going to make a great gift for anybody this holiday. And of course, you want to get those gifts at plasticempire.com. Right, Grinch? Yeah, he said right.
Number 2.
Coming in at number 2, we're going back to Hawkins, and this is one of my favorite characters in Stranger Things 1 and 2. It's Hopper. And here's Hopper with his hat. He's got his donut, his cup of joe, probably drinking some Death Wish coffee in there. But he is super cool. Who doesn't love Hopper? Again, he goes through some stuff too. Stranger Things 2, if you haven't seen it again, you gotta watch it because it really, really amped up, and I absolutely loved it. I love Hopper. There is a variant in the hazmat suit. There's also a chase here, so make sure you keep your eyes out for that. But Hopper is super awesome, and I absolutely love him. And I love Stranger Things. This is one of those collections that I almost had all of them from the first one, and I was pumped. And now there's a ton more, and they're coming out with even more. So again, I'm not going to make the mistake I made the first time. I'm going to pre-order my pops for Stranger Things. But this is one collection that I want to complete fully. And I think a good stepping stone to get to completion is my man Hopper.
Number 1.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here it is, coming in at number 1 on the Pop 10's Top 10 Pops for November of 2017. Drum roll, please. It's Hellboy. And I am enamored with this pop because it is the comic Hellboy. I'm a fan of the films, and I think the films are good, but the comics are absolutely phenomenal. Hellboy is just one of those classics. in my opinion, kind of underrated, but this Hellboy is amazing. Again, this is another one this month that I would normally say, if it wasn't for those eyes, I would guess if it was a pop or not. But with the shaved off horns, I think he looks cool as the regular pop. The Chase variant, he has the actual horns, so that's definitely one to grab. But the whole series is awesome. Abe looks fantastic. There's going to be a new film coming out as well, so I hope the popularity of Hellboy rises. But it's just so different from every other pop. He's that super awesome red color. He's got his little tail. The sculpt is phenomenal. And these are one of those pops that I feel like you get a lot for your money. And it's easily recognizable. So number one for November, pre-holiday, is Hellboy. All right, that's going to do it for us here for the top 10 pops of November 2017. And as always, go to plasticempire.com. Check out the brand new website. Pre-order all your pops. Thanks a lot for watching. I'm Dave Solo, and we'll see you next time right here on the Pop 10.
Attention.
Dave,
The Pop 10.